Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, and they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Check.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
At the 41-yard line.
on second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again.
One. Six guys. Check six. One. Check. One. Shit. One. Shit. Watch the ship. 61. Matchbox. Light. What? Check.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Once more, Adams on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run here with Balazs. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
13 yards on the play. That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Rosen on 1st and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
25 to Mike. We'll go 20.
They run it with Balazs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 12. Rosen flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 29. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Mariota going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Toss play to Malage. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Balaj. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They run on second down with Adams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And now it's Rosen looking, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Middle.
Malage. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Mike, lady. Monday. Whip. Watch the whip. Bravo.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. One. Check 26.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with this.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
1st and goal.
I'm coming for you, mine.
Now it's Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Ballage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
We're going 25 to Mike. Don't let him breathe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Dropped back at the 15-yard line. Carl Nassib with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Gallman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You got nothing. One.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. And watch the lane. 80. And Charlie, 65.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Rosen escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, it's Rosen. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
Fourth down and 1.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is incomplete. The Bucks try it on 4th down but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Jump. One. Three. Watch the twist.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down, Panthers.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be in. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Carolina, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.